Okay, so in this orientation video, we're going to briefly discuss billing and opportunity pay. So, as a contractor media buyer, obviously you're going to be billing me for the time that you're working. And it's important, the way our billing works is it's important that you're tracking time in ClickUp. You'll see there's a very simple time tracker within ClickUp where you can simply press a play button and a stop button when you're doing a task. And this is very important so I understand the impact of your billing on my charging, what I charge my clients for retainer, okay, and what I charge them for performative pay. So if you don't do this and you're billing me for time, you're billing me because I let you just bill me basically for manual billing. You'll enter your billing manually. Usually in Upwork is where most of our media buyers are hired through, or in other systems. That manual billing needs to very closely match the time that you track within ClickUp. Sometimes it may be a little bit more or less depending on communications or things like that, but it should be very close. Okay, if you're just charging flat rates for billing, I'm going to find out about it very quickly because I am a media buyer and I know how long it takes to do things. Okay, and I can quickly look at an account and tell what you've done by looking at the history inside of the ad account and seeing your actual line by line action inside of it, which me and my other lead media buyer audit from time to time. So if it looks like you're just billing me for 5 hours when you're doing half an hour of work, I will find out about it. So to really have a good long-term relationship, it's important that you bill accurately and use the time tracker within ClickUp. So make sure you're tracking your time accurately and then manually billing accurately. And what I will do for you is I will give you more work. Once I learn that I trust you, I will actually give you more work and you will get paid more because you'll be working more for me. Okay, now all of our clients that you manage media for and run ads for are generally small businesses. Okay, this means that they are businesses that are probably doing, 7 figures or less per year, or they may be doing anywhere from $1 to $5 million a year. Okay, they're small business. These are still considered small businesses. They probably have 50 employees or less. And so our goal for small businesses is to get their advertising budget to where they're spending $10,000 a month on Facebook, on Meta. When we get into that $10,000 range, we can start hitting their performative goals for key performance indicators. That's where we really start to make an impact on a small business, is at that $10,000 level. That's usually where the business is going to see enough revenue coming from their marketing and their advertising, and the marketing we're providing through advertising, I should say, that they see an impact on their bottom line that they appreciate. And then what we do is start to bill them performatively. Okay, so I start charging a performance increase as we get over $10,000. So it's always our goal to go from wherever you're at with the budget with the client, get the success in place, and then start getting approval to increase that budget, increase that budget, increase that budget. If you're lucky, you'll get assigned to an account that's already a performative account. Over $11,000 a month in ad spend, you will be paid a 1% bonus. Okay, so you will start getting bonuses in addition to your base pay over $11,000. If you can scale the account to $25,000, I will increase this to 2%. Okay, past that, we'll have more conversations because you're doing very well, and I would love to incentivize you more. Okay, and of course, the client's going to be very happy. So I do have performative pay, but you are required to track this performance and submit a report on a monthly basis. Okay, and that's going to be part of an analytics process that I have set in place. Where I have a very standard template, a very solid straight line method using ChatGPT, using a template with the reporting, and screen recording with transcripting, so you can actually very quickly do your analytics and reporting with budget recommendations while reporting the budget at the same time. Okay, so this is all really good because this provides you an opportunity to make more, obviously. So be honest with your billing, you'll get more work. Perform better with the clients, you'll get paid more for that performance. Over time, just make sure that you're paying attention to what you're billing for outside of media buying. We have several situations for this. There's two situations. Um, Time tracking requirements for training. I do allow for 1 hour of training per month. You can bill for 1 hour of training per month. This has to be for Meta certification. So this has to be training in Meta for like a Meta certification. They have mini trainings, video trainings, mini tests, mini quizzes, articles, videos, and practice tests, and then actual proctored exams. Okay, and so I will provide an hour of paid time for that, but I do encourage you to work on these certifications even off of working for me on your own time. If you do this and you actually complete a certification, I will actually give you a pay increase of 10% if you achieve the certified media buyer, not the ones below it, but the actual Meta certified media buyer certification. If you don't already have it, I will actually increase your pay significantly if you can accomplish that. Okay. As of this recording, it's 10%. It may change in the future depending on that exam, because sometimes the exam changes, difficulty changes. I may have a different requirement if I haven't updated the training video, but I will give you a pay raise if you can complete that certification. I'll actually pay you for an hour of training once a month. Okay. If you work on it on your own time, obviously it's going to benefit your own skill sets. And then if you take that certification, the proctored exam, and actually get the certification, Meta provides it to you in a way where you can present it on a platform called Credibly, as of this recording, which is a verified certification site. So you have this nice digital certification that you can show off to a lot of different companies and people, that sort of thing. But mostly for our company, it gives you more professional astuteness. It gives you more stature as far as being able to be a professional media buyer. And it reassures our clients that we have certified media buyers on staff, okay, that are on the team. So keep in mind, we do have an hour training. You do have to verify this training. So you need to provide screenshots or screen recordings like in the ClickUp task of what you've completed. So if you spent an hour doing meta training, you can't just say, spent an hour doing meta training, I won't believe you. You need to prove it. You need to prove it with screenshots of completion of what you've completed in the training. If it seems like, again, if you're being dishonest with me, I'm not going to work with you in the long run. If you're just billing for training time where you're not proving it and you're not doing it, there are literally thousands of other media buyers out there that I will hire and work with that are honest and are professional and do a good job with tracking their time and showing proof of work with their billing. Okay. And I'm trying to really give you a great opportunity here to do some training and enhance yourself while incentivizing you at the same time. Another opportunity you have is to show up for our mastermind meeting once a month. Once a month, we have an hour dedicated to mastermind. Lead media buyer leads this, and show up. And this meeting is in place for our clients. This is not a meeting for media buyers to come and unprofessionally talk about their personal lives or talk about other clients they're managing outside of my company. This is a paid time where you guys get together and you discuss problems with our clients to get solutions and mastermind to help our clients and specifically our accounts. Okay, this is very important. It's a structured meeting. The lead media buyer has an agenda. We follow it, and there's an hour that's allotted for it. And sometimes the meeting is under an hour. If things are going very well, then it's not really needed. But your job, if you show up to this and you're billing for it, is to contribute in a positive way, and come to the table with problems that you need to have solved for the client accounts you're managing. So you need to come prepared with the questions. Don't start just coming up with stuff at the meeting. Come prepared to the meeting, ask the questions, get the feedback, and then when other people ask questions, contribute if you have solutions. That's what a mastermind is. You're going to contribute back into it. If another media buyer has a problem that you understand a solution for, you need to offer that solution, right? So 2 opportunities there to increase billing around training and masterminding within the company. So we do encourage the certifications. Being honest with your time tracking is super important. Documenting it properly with training and screenshots, and then of course performative pay. You'll push that forward with reporting, and you'll push forward the justification for raising budgets with clients with your analytics report. It's kind of the analytics report you'll do on a monthly basis for clients is kind of your case for improving the budget. It's kind of how you're selling the client on spending more money on ads so we can get them to that 10K mark and start getting them into performative retainer. We want them in a performative retainer. So we're actually making an impact on their business, and it does require higher levels of ad spend for a small business. Just at the end of the day, honestly, like if you look at $1 million a year business, like if they're doing $1 million in revenue, they should really be spending probably, anywhere from like $20,000 to $50,000 a year on their advertising and marketing. And we want a big share of that. Like we want to be a big part of that with Meta, because Meta is such a powerful tool. So if we're dealing with a company that's on their way, like they're growing, maybe they do $500,000 a year, or they do $250,000 a year, but they're growing substantially, and our advertising can help them grow more. We want to keep making that case to, hey, let's spend more on ads. Let's advertise more because we're seeing some success, and here are the metrics and why. And then you'll get your bonus in relationship to that. And then as we really scale and we get to that 25K mark, where 25K in advertising for $1 million a year business, and $1 million a year business is actually very common. That's like a small business. It's very normal for a small business to be like $1 million a year business. 25K in ad spend is very reasonable. Okay. And we should be able to track to that. And then you'll get your performative pay in addition to your base pay on that. Okay. So I hope that's really clear. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right. Thanks.